Primark is an international fashion retailer. We offer a wide range of products across numerous categories, so women's, men's, kids, home, baby, and beauty. We have over 400 stores worldwide, and we offer click and collect in Great Britain. So for us, it was really kind of looking at it from like an agility point of view. So where could we save time for the team in their day-to-day? How could we produce content at scale? And where could we strip out those quite admin-heavy elements from their jobs? We've worked with Amplience for a long time. So when you came to us saying you were rolling out a workforce, it seemed like a really obvious thing to do to move forward with you, explore this a bit further and see if it was going to answer those questions we had or solve the issues we had. I think the next thing we did was you came into our head office. We did a workshop day with about 30 people, which was really to kind of bring in everyone who'd be involved in this proof of concept project to learn a bit more and really make sure they were being taken on the journey. So we did this workshop where everyone was given access to Workforce. They had time to sort of look at the UI, see how it worked, I guess kind of imagine what their day-to-day might be using that, but kind of while having the Amplience team there so they could ask you questions, do some kind of testing. We then had to decide what parts of the business we wanted to use AI for. We looked at product descriptions, alt text, and then SEO articles, which is obviously a much longer form piece of content. So everyone was given access to Workforce. We started working in Workforce alongside the day-to-day. It allowed us to see how this would maybe look like in real life if we were working with it. And we did a 2-month project. So month 1 was looking at those 3 areas: product descriptions, alt text, SEO in English, generating that content for us. And then phase 2 or month 2 was looking at those same three areas, but localization. So using the AI to translate that content for us. So in phase 1, we saw really amazing results. So for product descriptions, the team could create 70% more every day than they were doing currently. For SEO articles, we improved the number that we could create by 150% per month. And then for alt text, we found a 9-hour saving for the team. So previously the team would be handwriting that out to explain what the image was showing. And so that just stripped out 9 hours of their month. So the numbers were really promising. It was a really nice story to go back and tell internally of what we'd been doing with Amplience and how it was working for us. So we knew we were onto something good and it was kind of worth doing more investigation. And we also tried a few things with our different licenses. So we have lots of products that might be Disney or Marvel, and every license comes with its own set of rules. So what we trialed was also creating different brands within Workforce for different licenses. So we could put all the Disney rules in one place, all the do's and don'ts, any sort of narrative around that collection. And it did what we wanted it to do, which was to really improve the output and meant there was much less editing for the human editor at the end to perhaps kind of put in those rules that we knew we had to have.
You ended up working really closely with Amplience as an innovation partner. How did you find that?
This has been great for us, actually, and it's allowed us to really have much more, I guess, face time with your product team. It's also meant that we can have a direct impact on your roadmap. Maybe you're thinking about, but you might bring it forward because you know it's going to line up with something we're hoping to bring in, and vice versa. But it's also meant that we're working very closely with Amplience on now automating some of these workflows, like kind of using the agentic AI to kind of improve further our output. So product descriptions are one of the areas we're looking into that now. So not only using AI for that description, but how can we automate it? Exactly what Sean's just taken us through. So you have all the information put in and the copy output there for you. AI is moving very quickly. So I think it can be hard sometimes to know who to go with, but I think it's really around doing that due diligence with your suppliers, asking the questions, making sure you're really clear on what you want to use AI for in your business. And it might also be that, someone like, let's say, Amplience, you might have something on your roadmap that we then, as an innovation partner, find out is coming down the line. So there's no need to go and find that solution with someone else. We know it's going to be coming with you soon. So that's kind of how we're working with you and how we're approaching AI with other suppliers.
How's the team found Workforce?
I mean, I think to start with, there was the usual hesitation when you're asking teams to use a new piece of software or asking them to do something sort of on top of the day to day. But they definitely found Workforce really user friendly, and that was some of the feedback we had really early on. They found it really easy to use, really easy to understand, and kind of all the things Sean's just shown us there, like the back end where you put in maybe your tone of voice guide and your brand guidelines and your do's and don'ts and everything you need. It was very, very straightforward. So they got the hang of it very quickly. I think what this project's been really good at is showing all of us, myself included, kind of the reality of working with AI, what it really means, what it looks like, what the output is. And all of those human editors we have in-house have become more important than ever. So I think what's been really great about it is it's allowed everyone within my team, especially the writers, to learn more about AI and prompt writing, because that's going to secure their job in the industry for the future. If that's where they want to stay and they still have the passion for like editorial or writing, you need to really be fully informed on AI, because every job going forward is going to include it. So that's been really great, and I think it's taken away that fear. But in terms of using the tool day to day, yeah, they're very happy. They find it very easy, and I think they feel very confident when they're using it as well. So they're happy to go in and make a change without maybe checking with anyone beforehand, which is a nice place to be.